The film begins with the introduction of Sam, who is being transported to a high-security prison in a police van. He had committed a petty theft for which he received a 6-month prison sentence. Upon arriving at the prison, he undergoes a thorough body check, and once the security procedures are complete, he is sent to his cell. There, he meets another inmate who looks somewhat like him but is visibly terrified. This inmate avoids interacting with anyone, leaving Sam puzzled as to why he is so scared. The next day, Sam learns about a dangerous criminal named Collins, who dominates the prison with his gang. Collins and his gang regularly abuse the terrified inmate, which explains his fearful demeanor. Witnessing this, Sam grows concerned and wonders if he might face a similar fate. Later, Sam meets another gangster in the prison named Brandon, a smuggler of weapons. Brandon is playing chess when Sam passes by and suggests a move that would lead to a checkmate. Impressed by Sam's insight, Brandon takes note of him. That night, Sam notices his cellmate sharpening a knife. When Sam inquires why, the cellmate reveals that he plans to use it to kill Collins the next time he attempts to abuse him, ensuring that no one can exploit him again. Sam, however, dismisses his cellmate's words. The following day, Collins and his men return to take the cellmate, but Sam intervenes by picking a fight with him. This prompts the prison guards to step in and separate them, moving both Sam and his cellmate to another cell. This disruption saves the cellmate from further abuse, which Brandon notices, leaving him impressed by Sam's quick thinking. After a few days, Sam and his cellmate are returned to their original cell. Brandon approaches Sam and warns him about the dangers of the prison, advising him to protect himself and avoid unnecessary risks. However, Collins and his gang continue to harass Sam's cellmate, driving him to attempt suicide. Sam intervenes and calls the guards, who take the cellmate to the hospital for an extended stay. Collins, now seeking a new victim, sets his sights on Sam, whom he finds appealing. Sensing their intentions, Sam sharpens a toothbrush to use as a weapon for self-defense. One day, when Collins' gang attempts to attack Sam, Brandon arrives just in time to rescue him. Brandon warns Sam that he cannot survive against these men on his own, and offers him protection in exchange for a favor once Sam is released from prison. Sam agrees to Brandon's terms after hearing his escape plan. The next day, Collins and his gang confront Sam again, but Brandon's men intervene, beating Collins so severely that he dies on the spot. The incident terrifies the other inmates, and no one dares to bother Sam after that. Time passes, and Sam completes his 6-month sentence. Upon his release, Sam meets John, another gangster, who hands him a letter from Brandon. The letter includes instructions, and John welcomes Sam into his gang, gifting him a house by the sea. Delighted, Sam explores the beautiful house and finds a suitcase containing several fake passports, clothes, and a gun. While examining the contents, the doorbell rings. A woman named Sona arrives with a bag containing cash and a cell phone. She informs Sam that the phone will be used for communication with Brandon and leaves. The next day, Sam follows Brandon's instructions and meets Franklin, who introduces him to various deadly weapons and trains him in their use. Later, Sam hires a helicopter under the guise of taking a city tour. Once airborne, he pulls a gun on the pilot and directs him toward the prison where Brandon is held. Meanwhile, Brandon takes a guard hostage inside the prison and forces him to unlock the doors. As the helicopter arrives, Sam provides cover by shooting at the guards, allowing Brandon and his accomplices to escape. They quickly flee in a car and rendezvous with John, where Brandon unveils a plan to steal gold directly from a mine storage room. The heist promises to yield $1 billion. Brandon, Sam, and the gang begin preparing for the massive heist. During this time, Brandon takes Sam to a party, where Sona is also present. Sam and Sona have a conversation near a swimming pool, sharing details about their lives. Suddenly, a man named Josh pushes Sam into the pool, where he begins to drown as he cannot swim. Sona jumps in and rescues him. The incident embarrasses Sam as everyone laughs at him. Feeling humiliated, he leaves the party. While walking down the street, Sona pulls up in a car and offers him a ride. She takes him to a Chinese restaurant where they have a candid conversation. Sona reveals that everyone assumes she is John's girlfriend, but their relationship is purely professional. She confesses that being an immigrant has made her desperate to earn a substantial amount of money, highlighting the struggles she faces. After this, Sam opens up to Sona, sharing many details about himself. The two return home and spend an intimate night together. The next morning, Brandon is furious upon seeing Sam and warns him never to go anywhere without informing him. He also orders Sam to stay away from Sona, claiming that she is distracting him and jeopardizing their focus. After scolding Sam, Brandon takes him to the gold mine building where the heist is planned. There, Brandon explains the critical aspects of the operation. Sam needs to ensure that no one presses the emergency alarm or accesses the storage room, as this is vital to the success of the heist. After briefing Sam, Brandon recruits a skilled racer named Chris to join the team. Chris's role is to ensure a swift escape post-heist. With the team now complete, Brandon presents the blueprints of the location to everyone. However, during the briefing, Josh, the man who had pushed Sam into the pool, starts mocking him. This leads to a fight, and Brandon, visibly annoyed, orders Sam to leave the room and cool off. Sam heads down to the club, where he notices some men harassing Sona. Furious, he pulls out his gun and chases them away. Sona reprimands him, explaining that his actions could have brought the police, resulting in her deportation and worsening her situation. Sam apologizes and invites her for coffee, but Sona declines, saying she has work to do first. Sam patiently waits for her. Once Sona finishes her job, the two go to the beach. Sona playfully goes into the water and calls Sam to join her. Sam hesitates, confessing that he cannot swim and has a deep fear of water. Encouraging him, Sona helps him overcome his fear, and they share a romantic moment, kissing and growing closer. Afterward, Sona gives Sam her necklace, calling it a good luck charm. She warns him, "Things aren't always as they seem. Don't trust anyone, not even me." Sam, however, reassures her, saying it doesn't matter. "Once the heist is over, I'll leave, but I want you to come with me." Sona replies that leaving won't be easy, as John wouldn't let her live if she tried to escape. The day of the heist arrives. The team disguises themselves as security guards and infiltrates the building. Brandon instructs Sam to enter through the ventilation system, disable the CCTV cameras, and unlock all the doors. Sam carries out his tasks efficiently, while Brandon and the others neutralize the security guards, locking them in a room. The team moves closer to the vault. Brandon assigns Josh to watch over the employees, but Josh loses his temper and shoots a worker in the leg. Infuriated, Brandon strikes Josh on the head with a gun to control the situation. As the team melts down the gold, Brandon orders the employees to help extract it. Disguised as laborers, the team loads the gold onto their trucks. To distract the police, they fire shots, drawing attention elsewhere. Meanwhile, Chris speeds off in a car with the gold, but the police give chase. In the ensuing chaos, some team members are injured, but the group eventually escapes and delivers the gold to John, who handles its sale. John distributes the earnings among the team. However, when Brandon confronts him about a deceased team member, John and his men burn the body inside a car and push it off a cliff. Sam leaves with his share of the gold. Later, at Sona's home, her doorbell rings. One of John's men arrives, revealing that he knows she plans to escape and warns her that John is aware of her intentions. He attempts to kill her, but Sona narrowly escapes and calls Sam to inform him that John has betrayed them and the police are coming. At the same time, the police arrive at Brandon's apartment, but he manages to evade them. Brandon relocates to a cemetery where he buries all the evidence of the heist. He then calls John, demanding answers, but John denies any involvement. Realizing he has been double-crossed, Brandon contacts Sam and suggests they head to Melbourne, where John is likely to close the gold deal. Sam agrees and invites Sona to join them. In Melbourne, Brandon locates John's whereabouts through a contact. He gives Sona some money to deliver to the family of their deceased teammate. When Sona refuses, Brandon angrily slaps her. This angers Sam, and the two men get into a heated argument but eventually calm down. Brandon tells Sam, "You're a gangster now. You can't afford to show weakness. If you do, you won't survive long." Meanwhile, Sona, unaware she is being followed, overhears Brandon telling Sam, "Once the job is done, give her some money and send her far away." Feeling betrayed, Sona storms off. Sam follows her, trying to explain that she misunderstood the conversation, but Sona remains upset. At their hotel, a man sent by John sneaks in and holds Brandon at gunpoint. He reveals that John hired him to kill Brandon. Brandon convinces the man to switch sides, offering him double the money. The man agrees and provides details about John's deal location. The next day, Brandon and his team ambush John and his men during the deal, killing them and taking the gold. They also capture John and torture him until he reveals the location of the remaining gold. Once they retrieve the stash, they kill John and prepare to leave the city. The team boards a boat to escape. Mid-journey, Brandon points a gun at Sam, telling him he can no longer trust him and offering him his share of the money to leave. Sam calmly tells Brandon to check the gold. When Brandon inspects it, he discovers the gold has been replaced with iron plates. Furious, he confronts Sam, who reveals that he and Sona had switched the gold during the handover. Sam assures Brandon he will still receive his share. Sam hands Brandon a phone, and Sona is on the line. She warns Brandon that if anything happens to Sam, she will inform the police and ensure his capture. Realizing he has no choice, Brandon drags Sam into the water, knowing he can't swim. However, after a brief moment, Brandon rescues Sam and brings him back onto the boat. Brandon asks, "Why didn't you just take all the gold and run?" Sam replies, "You've helped me a lot. I didn't want to betray you. You'll get your share." Brandon then takes a separate boat to leave, while Sam reunites with Sona on the shore. In the final scenes, Brandon starts living a low-profile life in another city. However, he is eventually reported to the police and captured. In prison, he receives a letter from Sam, revealing the gold's location. The letter also includes a picture of Sona, pregnant with Sam's child, indicating that the two are now a couple. With this, the thrilling movie concludes.